Everybody, welcome in Coco. How are you doing?
Hi,
Hello, nice to meet you.
nice to meet you too. Uh,
What year were you born?
what?
What year were you born?
80.
80, fantastic. What do you want to talk about?
The title.
Sure, go for it.
So, God didn't create the universe. Who did?
That's my opinion, yes.
Sure. Who did?
Nobody, it's not created. There's no intention behind it.
So, it wasn't, then it was.
Yeah, I mean, everything that makes the universe what it is was already here, just not in its current form.
Before the universe were created, it was nothing, right?
It wasn't created.
Okay. Before it was there, it wasn't.
Well, I mean, it wasn't recognizable as the universe that we have right now. It wasn't in its
Okay.
current form.
Now, in order
But do you
to
believe do you
create
believe that
something,
energy can be created?
energy can be created from nothing.
It can?
From no, depends.
No,
Is it from nothing?
I'm asking you a question. Do you think energy can be created?
From nothing, or just it was somewhere and it
No, I'm
was
asking you. I'm
transferred?
asking you. This is a yes or no question. Do you think energy can be
There is
created?
nothing called a yes or no question.
All right. Well,
It's
this is
simple.
either
It's
going to be
simple.
difficult. This is either going to be difficult for you, or you're going to give me a yes or a no. So just make a decision. Can energy be created?
Energy can be created.
Explain that to me.
Like if you push a ball, you have created an energy through that ball.
But there was already the energy was already there. Otherwise, you couldn't push it.
In the ball?
No, I mean, energy is everywhere at all times, even when it's at rest.
Okay.
So
That's why I said,
even before you push the ball,
that's why I
energy was
asked
at
you,
rest.
create energy
Energy was
from
at rest.
nothing. Because what I
It,
said is shifting an energy.
but
It
there's
is not
never been
creating.
nothing. I mean, like, what does that even mean? Like, there has never been nothing.
Well, scientist says that in the beginning there was nothing.
That's not what all scientists say.
Okay, now give me your theory.
And I don't even, and I want you to find me one scientist that claims that everything came from nothing.
Well, it all came from the Big Bang, correct?
Like what we see right now, but it doesn't mean that's the beginning. That's just what we see today.
Well, before that, what was there?
Energy.
Great. And this energy, does it move from its own?
No, there's no intention behind it. It doesn't have
I do
consciousness.
understand that. The question was, does it move on
Well,
its
well, then
own?
then this should be simple for you then.
Okay, great. Now answer the question. Does this energy that was there, does it move on its own?
I mean, it's natural. It just does what it does. And there's no consciousness or intention
It's a yes
behind
or
it.
no question. Does it move on its own?
No, because there's no consciousness or intention behind it.
Great. That means that something had to move it in
No,
order
because
to
it can't be
work
created.
its
It does what it
magic.
does on its own.
Yeah. I do get the idea, but you said no,
Okay,
it
well then you
doesn't
wouldn't keep
move.
saying there's something causing it to happen.
Well, if energy is there, but it doesn't
Mhm.
move on its own, that means that there must be a hand
Yeah, but
that
it
moved
doesn't
it
have
so that it
consciousness. It
could.
has no intention. It just does what it
I do
does.
understand that. I do understand that, and I
Nothing puts
agree with
energy
it.
in motion. Nothing puts energy in motion.
Yep,
Because
there is
nothing is
divine
causing
intervention.
energy. No, no, that's something you have to prove.
Well, I just did.
Oh, so you proved it by saying it?
No, By asking you, does energy move on its own? And you said no.
No, because it
That
doesn't have
means
consciousness nor intention. So it doesn't do anything on its own. It just does what it does. I mean, it's a natural force of nature.
okay. Now, when I speak, you have to listen so that we can have
Yeah, I do.
understanding.
But see, I think you're broken. So I'm going to move on, man. You know, it's almost like you're a
Yeah.
broken record. Yeah. So,
Hold on,
so
hold on,
you
hold
have
on.
a good night and thank you for coming up. Okay. All right. Let's see who's next. Is there anybody else in the comments that would like to come up? Everybody tap the screen, please. Everybody tap the screen. I'm no longer going to put up with bullshit, okay? You know, I mean, I've spent too long doing this. I've built my channel. And so if you're not tracking and you can't follow, then I'm going to move on. All right? And so you don't run the channel, I'll run the channel. So, like it or not, this is the way things work. I would like to have a conversation, Vuk. If you want to come up, you can request up, okay? It's not rude. It's just setting rules and boundaries, okay? You know, I'm not gonna just go in circles. We're not gonna have a bunch of meta in the middle. So either you track or you don't. Okay. So either way, if you want to come up, you can request up, and I'll bring you in. All right. Are you willing to have a conversation?
Sure. Are you
All
willing to
right.
understand what I'm saying?
I'm willing to understand, but I don't feel like you're tracking.
Well, I don't think that you got what I have said. My friend, again, we have an energy that is static. It's not moving, right?
When
Go with me
energy
on
is at
this.
rest, I mean, yes, I mean it's not
It
moving.
doesn't move. Okay, let's agree on that. Okay? Just put it on the shelf. And then, in order for this energy to create something else, it needs to
It doesn't
move.
create. That's the wrong word. It doesn't
As I said,
create.
shift. Shift. I said shift.
You said create.
When it shifts, it creates, right?
No, nature forms things. Humans create things.
Well, okay.
You're assuming that these things aren't that all of the elements that everything is made of. I mean, are not already there. Okay, nature is just putting things together. Okay, there's no intention behind it,
Who put
but
nature
nature
together?
nature forms things through a natural process. Humans create things. Like we cause things to exist that naturally cannot exist. Nature does not do that. Nature forms things through a natural process.
Okay, who created nature? Nature.
Why do you keep saying that? There is nothing. There's no consciousness. No conscience. Ah, there's no consciousness behind it. There's no intention behind it.
That wasn't the question. The question was who created it?
Yeah, I mean it's like you're broken, man. Okay, nothing created it. To create something means that there's consciousness and intention.
Okay, how did it came together? How did nature came together?
I already said this, man. It's almost like you're not listening.
Well, my opinion is thank you,
This is why I
America,
kicked you
land of the
off, man, because you're
morons.
not tracking. And I keep repeating myself over and over and over again.
Something is missing in the understanding of mine because I'm asking a direct question and you keep saying I have answered you well and
Yes, I've given you the same answer multiple times.
okay, I am a moron. Can you just answer me once again? How did nature
Well,
came together?
I'm not going to claim you're a moron, okay? I would never
I
say
did
that.
claim this myself.
Okay,
So
well,
please,
I'm just
how did
letting you know
nature
you're
came
not a
together?
moron. There is just probably just a language barrier.
Yes, English is my second language. So
Okay,
again,
but
how
you're not
did
a
nature
moron
came together?
because we don't speak the same language. Maybe it's my fault. You know, maybe I'm just
Okay,
not understanding what you're saying.
you
So,
are a very
you
nice
know,
person. Thank
I'm
you.
going to take responsibility. You came to my room. So, you know, maybe that's my fault. And so that's okay.
It's okay. Now answer the question, please. How did nature came together?
But when I give you an answer, can you just accept it?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so ask me one more time.
How did nature came together in order to do the things that you said that they have done?
Okay, well, I'm going to repeat myself one more time. There's no consciousness or intention behind it. Nature forms things, nature does not create. To create, you know, means that there's something unnatural happening. Okay? Humans create things. We cause things to happen that are not natural. You'll never see nature create a watch. You'll never see nature build a car. You'll never see nature build a house. Humans do that because we cause things, we create things that are unnatural. Okay, we use
Did
natural.
nature
We
build the
use
moon?
the what's that?
Did nature build the moon?
It didn't build it; it formed it.
So how could it form something out of nothing? It wasn't
It's not
there,
out of
and
nothing.
then it
It's not
was.
out of nothing. And once again, I've already said this. Okay, it is not out of nothing. Everything that's in the universe is already there. Okay, energy pushes these things together and forms these things through a natural
You
process.
said it
Okay,
have no intention. How did how
there
did
is no
he
intention,
do
man.
this?
This is very easy to understand. Okay, there is no intention. Nature just does what nature does. It forms things through a natural process with no
Yet
intention behind
suddenly
it.
it created the thing that hold the gravity of
It's
the
not
sea.
creating. We have got to get rid of that word. It doesn't create.
Well,
If
what
you're
did it
using the
do?
word create, if you're using the word create, you're assuming that nature is doing something unnatural.
Okay, let's agree on something. What is nature?
Nature is
Maybe I
natural.
am. Yeah, where, like, point it. What is nature?
Um,
Where should I
trees,
see nature
grass,
or
dirt,
feel it?
worms, bugs, planets, minerals, atoms, protons, neutrons. Everything that's natural. Okay. I'm gonna
So
give you
bugs
examples.
is
Now I'm gonna give you examples of things that are not natural. Okay, that would not be a part of nature. What like a watch? Like have you ever worn a watch?
yep.
Okay. Do you think nature can create a watch?
No,
Okay. Do you think nature can build a car?
no,
Do you think nature can build a house?
no.
Okay. So humans create things using nature, but we create things that are not natural. Okay. We cause things to
But
happen
nature
that nature
created
cannot
bugs,
do.
right?
We cause things to happen that nature cannot do.
But nature created bugs, right?
They're not created, formed through a natural process.
Yeah, nature formed the bugs, right?
Sure, yes.
How did it do that? How did it create the first bug?
It's not intentional. It is
Sorry, how
just
did
through
it
the natural
formed?
process. These are
Yeah, yeah,
things
yeah. I
that
do
we
understand
can't
that.
explain
Yeah, give me the
everything. We
process.
can't explain everything, and that's okay.
Because right now, you are, as a human being, you are very smart. You have been to the moon. You have done everything. Yet you cannot
I've never
create
been to the
life
moon. I've never been to the moon.
as a man, as a mankind.
Yeah, other people have. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So human being went to the moon, yet they cannot create life. So how could nature create life or form life?
There are things that we don't understand, and it's okay to say, I don't know.
Well, I think the simple answer, yes. If
No,
you got like
no. The
cornered,
simple answer is, I don't know.
yes, I do understand that. Yes, I do understand the meaning of the
I
word.
mean,
But the
yeah,
problem is,
right now, you're gonna commit a blunder, man. You're gonna say God did it.
Can I at least say it?
Sure.
Okay, good. Now, in order to understand the whole thing, every scientist believes that a hand that is powerful, or you call it nature, I call it Allah or God. I'm a Muslim, by the way. So we we have to agree that there is a higher power that created these kind of things, because
We don't have to
humankind
agree.
cannot create.
We do not have to agree.
Well, at some point, when you go back in life, do you believe in the evolution theory?
I believe evolution is an adequate explanation for what we see.
Great. So, what was the first creation?
I don't think there's a creation. Can you get rid of the word
Great. What
create?
is the first forming?
Honestly, we don't know what was the very beginning, but we know energy cannot be created nor destroyed. So maybe it was energy.
And then how did it
Maybe
become a single
energy
cell
is the
organism?
maybe energy was the was there was no before. Okay, I mean, and there was no beginning, but maybe energy is the thing that is pushing everything to do what it does.
Okay. Now, how do you form from an energy into a living being cell?
That's the
You simply
fantastic
cannot,
thing. That's
nobody
the
can say you
fantastic
can.
thing about nature.
We are not talking about magic here. Everybody knows everything
I didn't say
about
magic. I said
energy.
nature. I
Yeah,
didn't say
whatever.
magic. I said nature.
Yeah. But still, you are trying to think that it is magic, that it can simply
No,
transform
man. This is
from
why I
from
kicked you,
energy
man.
into
This is
into
why
a
I kicked
living
you. You're
cell.
telling me what I said. I never said magic. I never said magic one time.
Oh my God. Yeah, but you
You're
are
being very
dealing with
dishonest.
it as if it's
You're
magic.
being very
This is what
dishonest.
I mean, my friend. You are dealing with the energy thing as if it's magic. This is what I mean.
It's not magic, man.
Then it
It is what
cannot.
nature
If
does.
it's
Nature does a lot of
yeah.
really
But
fantastic
if it's
things. Nature does a
great,
lot
but
of
if it's
fantastic
not
things.
magic, it cannot transfer from being an energy into a living thing. That's simple.
But it's not like it goes straight from fucking energy to a human. There's a big process in the middle, my friend.
Give me the process. Great.
I mean,
Give me
nobody
the
knows
first step.
everything. All you're going to say is God did it. I mean, it's a thought
Oh my
stopper.
God.
You
And
have a
you are
thought
saying I
stopper.
don't know. You get the
Okay, but
idea?
that's the most honest answer you can give is I don't know.
Well,
What's
there
wrong with that
is.
phrase? What's wrong with that?
I will tell you what's wrong with that phrase. That phrase is wrong
No, you're
because God
arrogant because you
create.
want to say God did it
Can you
instead
at
of
least
thinking
listen to
any
me?
instead of looking into it and thinking any further. You're going to say God did it, and then you can say I can move on.
But I proved that God did it.
You proved it, or you're going to prove it.
I am going to
Okay, go for it.
get it. Now, in order to have this good universe, we are swimming in its bliss. That means that in order to create something like this, we need to have the energy, as you said. But in order for that to happen, this energy, instead of just sitting down doing nothing, it needs to be moved. So, in the
Yeah,
first
no, it doesn't.
single,
No, it doesn't.
well, God bless America, the
That's where your
land.
whole argument falls apart.
God bless America, the land of the moron. Please put me down.
The land of the
Please.
moron.
Morons, plural.
You know, I mean, listen, man, listen. Okay, you called yourself a
Just get me
moron,
down, please. No, no, no,
and
no.
I
Just put
said
me
no,
down.
you're
Put me
not a
down.
moron. I said no, you're not a
Just.
moron, and then I took the blame. Okay, but now you're
Do
calling
you
me a
agree
moron,
that
man.
your
Fuck
president
you,
is a moron?
fuck you, fuck you.
Do you agree that your
Okay,
president is a
I've
moron?
been very polite to you and respectful. Okay, when you called yourself a
I didn't call
moron,
you a
I
moron.
took the blame myself. Okay, but now you're an
Just
arrogant
put me
prick.
down, man. Put me
Okay,
down.
so you can go to
Put
hell.
me down.
You can go to
I'll
hell.
do so. Just put me down. Oh my God.
I mean, what's wrong with you Christians, man? Well, he wasn't a Christian; he was a Muslim. But what's wrong with you believers? Thinking that you can be this arrogant. He was calling himself a moron, and I said no, it's probably just a language barrier. Okay, and so I took the blame. And I said it's probably my fault because I'm not understanding what you're saying. So I was more patient. Okay, and then because his argument made no sense, towards the end, he called Americans morons. So he's an arrogant prick, and he can go to hell. Okay, so Christians, believers in God, always resort to hatred and bigotry and just bad faith. You guys can't just have a conversation that's difficult. You can't just have a difficult conversation that maybe doesn't go your way. Okay? And when things don't go your way, you always resort to being negative, nasty, and hateful every single time. Some of you believers do have honest, good conversations, okay? And even when it goes difficult and it doesn't go your way, some of you will leave still being respectful and peaceful. And so that goes a long way. But somebody like that last guest, he's a bad example. Okay? Just a bad example. All right, looks like we have Everlasting. Everybody welcome in Everlasting. Hey, how are you doing, friend?
Hey, buddy. Yeah, I just wanted to explain for everybody listening why I don't know is not a thought stopper. It's actually the opposite. Because you're not jumping to a conclusion and filling in what you don't know with something that you actually don't know. Like the idea that there is a creation. He kept calling everything a creation. He knows that everything is created. Well, he doesn't know that. He has stopped the thought process. He's answered the question. There's no more conversation to be had by his perspective. Whereas I don't know leaves room for curiosity and investigation and figuring things out, figuring out how nature works, and the this idea that, well, I don't know is insufficient is so dishonest. It's just, like, it leads to that kind of mentality that just, like, you're closed off from understanding how how reality actually is. And that's all. I just wanted to, give that brief explanation about why I don't know is actually, like, it's a good place to be, and
Yeah,
that way we can
that's
investigate.
what
We
I
can
say
figure
all the
things out.
time. I think the phrase "I don't know" is the most honest answer you can give, because if I don't know something, I'm not just going to make up an answer, just to make you happy or to shut somebody up. I would rather just admit that I don't know something. I don't know does not mean that you're pivoting or that you're admitting defeat. I don't know is just it's just an honest answer that, hey, I don't have all the information, and so I'm just going to say I don't know. I'm going to look into it a little further and try to have a better understanding.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, that's it. You can drop me down. I'm at work. I just thought I'd come up and issue a little 2 cents there.